I had marched 30 meters forward as far as stabilization goes, but after I started taking Chantix in early October of early October of 07, I fell back down the side of the mountain, probably 50 meters. I hate to say, but I had regressed terribly, terribly. My irritability skyrocketed. My awareness of everything, every noise, every movement was off the charts. I was paranoid. And I wasn't putting one and one together. I didn't have any idea. Well, of course, my fiancée, who I live with, she saw all of this much more than I did, in fact. And everything got under my skin. My own cats, my plants. I didn't even want to take care of my plants anymore. I thought they were probably booby-trapped or something. If I add water, it's going to mix with the fertilizer and it's going to explode in my face. I was just getting weird. February 5th, I was so tired. I started, my nightmares became worse than I had, in October, November, December. My sleep habits became, I just stopped sleeping pretty much. I avoided sleep at all costs because my nightmares became unbearable to me. And I started screaming all over again, just like I used to do, years ago. Thrashing about. I never actually really rested because I was in REM sleep the whole entire time, and I didn't like it. I think of bed, darkness. I think of terrible memories, and I started doing whatever I could to stay awake. And that worked great for 3 or 4 days, but then I'd get so tired that basically I'd just fall out. And of course then I'd wake up screaming. It was so bad that sometimes I was aware of it, waking up screaming. And my fiancée, she suffered as much as I did, probably, because my screaming and whatnot kept her awake also. But in early February, I more or less had a mental breakdown. But I come forward because it's not right to do this to young soldiers, any military personnel, or to anyone, to any human being. They should not be used as guinea pigs. Most of all, soldiers who have done their duty, done what was asked of them in, combat zones, Iraq or Afghanistan, and then to come home and, be led to believe that, the VA is in conjunction with heaven as far as making you better, where actually you're just a lab rat. For $30 a month, you're just a lab rat.